and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I am super excited to get into today's video because today we are doing an interesting pick a card. We are going to tap into your person's higher self. What does their higher self want you to know? Their highest form, you know, what does it want to tell you to give you more insight about the connection? So before we get started, you can hit me up on Etsy. It's in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Don't forget to like this video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you feel called to. And other than that, we're just going to jump right in. So pause the video if you need to. And you can pick more than one pile. But we have group 1 with the clear diamond, group 2 with the green diamond, group 3 with the blue diamond, and group 4 with the red diamond. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the clear diamond, let's get right into it, okay? We're tapping into their higher self today. What does their higher self have to say to you or need you to know? So these are the cards we have under your stone. We have true love and letting go. At the bottom of true love, it says, this is the romance of a lifetime. True and lasting love is here for you. And then letting go says, if someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. So there's definitely an issue of boundaries here. And here's the thing. There is also such thing as wrong person, wrong time, but that's not really what I want to say here. This is more of an energy of, because at the end of the day, we all have a higher self and a shadow self, period. And the way to heal your shadow self isn't to ignore it and pretend that you don't have one. The key is to pay extra special attention to it so you know when it kind of sparks up and work with it, because it's a part of you, period, and it will always be until you've transcended and you're literally an angel. And even angels aren't angelic the way we think of them. You're still gonna have that lower self-attachment. You'll always have it regardless of what form you're in. So I feel like this is a situation where you may have been a little too loose on your boundaries or your expectations with your person in the beginning, and now it's just kind of gotten out of hand, and your higher self is like, you need to be firm with them. You need to be firm with them, because otherwise their shadow self is like winning at this point. And it's just gonna continue to get out of control. So their higher self is like, listen, to get this thing back on track, we need to kind of dial it back, create some distance, you know, starve them of that good that they're so used to, so that they can get themselves together and act right. Because I feel like they're ignoring their own higher self. Yeah, look at this. We got stay optimistic and reconciliation. So their higher self is telling you, listen, our person is not going anywhere. You're gonna see them again. You're still gonna be able to be with this person, but you need to hold some really strong boundaries with them because it's just getting out of control. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life is what it says at Stay Optimistic. Reconciliation says, someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. So their higher self is telling you this, there will be a break likely, but it's going to be a temporary break, not something for you to worry about, because tapping into their energy, I just feel like things have definitely gotten out of control. And the more you allow their shadow side to run rampant, the more it's going to run rampant, and it's going to start to overtake them, to the point where it's gonna be really, really hard. It's only gonna get worse from here. It's not gonna get better. They need to know that you're serious. They need to know that you will not accept the lowest form of them 24/7, you know? We all have toxic traits. We all have times where our inner shadow does need to live and be acknowledged. But at this point, I feel like things can go, you know, way further than they need to. Yeah, there's a very strong connection here. Something with timing as well. We have twin flame and free yourself. At the bottom of twin flame, it says this person is the mirror of your soul, which is why this connection feels so sacred to you. So the universe is saying you found your twin flame or a soulmate connection, like life partner. You found like the person that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with. You know, it's not a matter of this not being that person. And their higher self wants you to know, like, you know, they have a lot of potential, but at the same time, there's just like the inner shadow is running rampant. It really is. For yourself, you don't need to be you don't need to be in control of everything for a love situation to be successful. So that's definitely a message of, listen, it's not your job to heal this person, and also you can't heal this person. They have to learn how to stop this themselves. We have deepening and express your love in divine timing. So from a universal perspective, the universe is saying this is a situation that has a lot of potential, and you will get to explore that potential with this person. The situation will deepen, but for now, you know, we need to allow divine timing to come back together because things are just out of whack. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait, is what divine timing says. Deepening, a relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You've been waiting for this, so I feel like you've already been dealing with this for quite a while. This person has like a toxic attachment style. And then we have express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. So I would, you know, part ways with this person, but I would be like, listen, I love you, I care about you, I want to be with you, or I'm interested, but you have a lot going on that, you know, needs to be resolved, and I'm going to have to distance myself for now. Communicate to them that you love them, but then, you know, definitely create that distance. The Emperor in reverse. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of potential here. It's not a matter of compatibility. It's just that they're not doing their best. They're not putting in their best work. They're not acting like this is a connection that they value. They're acting like, you know, and it's not like an act. It's just they're truly out of control. That's the thing. I can't even say like, oh, they're doing the most. They're just, you know, being ridiculous because that's what they want to do. They want to play you, because I feel like, you know, this person's higher self definitely views your person as having a lot of potential. And a higher self reading is going to tell us if, you know, there's a lot of work to be done. And I do feel like there's some work to be done, but I don't feel like this is a situation where your person is just so broken by the past and they need all this healing and work. I feel like this is just a situation where they haven't tapped into their self-control and you're enabling them. So they don't have anything that's making them want to do it. Because at the end of the day, you can say that you're done, but you've never actually left. You've answered their call every time they give you some sort of bullshit excuse or BS like, oh, come over. Like, you gotta have stronger boundaries. You gotta be really strong here. Ace of Wands in reverse. You have a lot of passion for this person, but even your patience and passion for this person is dwindling. It is dwindling because they've played too many games, or things have gone too far to the point where you're having a hard time even feeling like you're whole, because it's like, yeah, the situation has potential, but their higher self wants you to know that they need to untangle themselves. We got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and then the Lovers in reverse. No. Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse actually makes a lot more sense too. Eight of Swords in reverse. They need to untangle themselves. They need to get themselves out of this mess that they're in. Judgment in reverse. If you're not holding them accountable and putting out that judgment energy, nothing is going to change. So you guys, you got to be confident that the situation is going to work out and that you guys will be able to proceed, but you can't proceed this way. You know, your person needs you to hold them accountable, which is the beauty of relationships. You know, you get in a relationship and you tell your person like, I want to go on a health kick. And so you may feel like, shoot, I'm about to get some fast food tonight, but having a partner makes it so it's like, no, let's cook something together, babe. Like, you know, that's a part of the beauty of relationships. Your partner can hold you accountable. But in this situation here, I feel like you're kind of allowing them to run all over you, or always answering their call without seeing actual change in the 3D is what's holding you back. We have the porcupine spirit, the wombat spirit, the butterfly, and the turkey spirit. A lot of warmth here. Wombat spirit, be at home. Don't answer their calls. Give them some space. Give them some time. Show them that you're serious. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind is what it says at the bottom of that one. The only way that things are going to change is if we have actual changes occur here. So you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to really hold your ground. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. And turkey spirit, give with grace and gratitude. Be here for them when it's not a something that's draining you, but I feel like the situation is, and you're gonna have to pull back your energy so the situation can transform. But yeah, guys, that's what I have for you. That's what their higher self wants you to know. Like this video, please. I appreciate it. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. That's the only way you can get one on Etsy. Subscribe to my channel, please, if you feel called to. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 2 with the greenstone. Let's get right into it, okay? What does their higher self want you to know? What does it have to say to you? So first, we have magnetic connection and redirect your thoughts. I get an energy immediately that you may be giving this person a little bit too much attention, and they thrive off of that attention. Immediately, the downloads coming through are like, you're really attracted to this person and you know that they're your person, or you know that this is someone who can end up being in your life for a while. But their higher self is like, don't feed too much into their ego. Don't feed too much into their ego, because it can create imbalance in the situation. This person is used to people feeding into their ego, so be different. Don't do that. You know, make them earn that. Magnetic connection, there's a very strong pull and intensity that draws you towards this person. That's giving me like, everything about me invites you in. My scent, I don't know what the rest of the words are. It's a Twilight. Edward said that to Bella in the wood scene. And that's exactly the energy I get here. It's like, you know, they're working their magic. They have a lot of charm to them. And that's what pulled you in. That's what got you attracted in the first place. But now there may be some sort of imbalance here, because their higher self is telling you, don't do too much, don't do too much. Don't do too much. Redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not what you will fear will happen. Don't feed into their ego. Don't give them too much because you're afraid that they're going to walk away from you, or you're afraid that, you know, they're going to entertain someone else if you don't bag them right now. They're actually more attracted to people that kind of make them earn it a bit. Yeah, we have a balance and deepening. There's those. Balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So if you guys have a lot of the physical, that's something the higher self wants you to be aware of as well. Make sure you're spending time with them, going on dates that's not just Netflix and chill. And if that's all they're offering you, hold your ground and do not do that. Do not do that. And again, don't allow your fear to make you feel like, but if I don't give them a cookie, then they're not going to want to hang out with me. We're not going to go anywhere if I don't give them everything that they're asking for. No, they're going to see you as who you truly are and be forced to make an emotional connection and be forced to keep things in balance. A spiritual connection as well. We have deepening. A relationship will finally deepen within the next few months. You've been waiting for this. So I feel like you guys have wanted the connection to get deeper for quite a while, but it started off as playful, and it's hard for you to get them out of that playful energy and into a more serious energy where they're kind of taking you seriously. It's like, I really like you, but they don't believe it. They're treating this as if it's just a flirtationship, and it's like, no, I actually want something more to happen here. I don't know, there's some sort of disconnect. We have different paths and love your shadow. Different paths. You're not on the same page with this person you have in mind. The directions that you want to move into are different. So they have a little bit of a different idea as far as where they think this is going and where they want it to go. I do feel like compromise is possible, and you can meet them in the middle. We have love your shadow. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so that you can learn to accept others as they are. So maybe you have a perfect idea of what a relationship is supposed to look like, what it's supposed to be like, how it's supposed to grow, what you're supposed to do, what they're supposed to do. You guys, honestly, I feel like this is a situation where it's like opposites attract. Like you're super mushy and they're more cold, or you're super serious and they're more playful, and vice versa. Like you could be super playful, but this person is like always serious all the time, and it's hard for you to connect with them. For some of you, I'm hearing the physical part of the connection is what you don't get from this person, and you want to connect with them physically really badly. And it's like, you know, you'll have conversations, but they don't ever like touch you, or they don't want to be intimate with you, and that bothers you. It makes you question why. It makes you feel like, you know, like, do you not find me attractive, or what's the deal? We got the Four of Wands. It's like there's so much possible. But I feel like this situation started off on the wrong foot. So now we're kind of playing fix up, because we have the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a card of divine union. Six of Wands is a card of progress, a card of being basically in the lead. Like anyone else that they would have their eye on, they like you more. That's an energy of, you know, they're willing to move forward. We got the Queen of Pentacles. So divine feminine definitely sees growth and opportunity in this situation, and the Six of Swords as well. So divine feminine in this situation is surrendering. But then we have this cold, completely off, hot and cold Six of Coins in reverse, and then the Five of Coins. Like for whatever reason you don't see that it's possible. This is exactly that. This is like you're on different pages. There's potential for the connection to deepen, but you guys have to get on the same page as far as where this is going. And that's gonna take some honest communication. You're gonna have to be honest with this person. Like, I know in the beginning I said like I would be cool with like, you know, something more casual, but I don't want that anymore. Like I actually really like you, and it's like you're afraid to tell them that, because then you feel like they're gonna be like, well now we can't have this friends with benefits situation because I know you like me more. Like you're afraid that you're gonna lose it all. This is a magnetic connection. Their higher self is telling you to focus on the positive. Like I'm hearing they can do it, they can do it. Their spiritual team is coming in here like it sounds like a choir in here. Their spiritual team is really behind them, like, no, they have potential, no, don't go, like we don't, this is like divinely orchestrated, you know, you didn't meet them for no reason. High Priestess in reverse and Seven of Wands in reverse. So I feel like to some degree both of you honestly don't really know what to do. To some degree both of you don't know how this situation is gonna work, but there is a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential. This is a really tricky situation. Defo, hit me up if you want a private read. You can hit me up on Etsy. Someone is so afraid of losing this person. And then there's also this energy of like kind of being at a standstill because we're on different pages. There needs to be honest communication without fear. You have to be willing to lose them. We have patience and friendship, and then grief. I thought it was a different card. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order, and this has to happen in divine order to be a solid connection and in order to move forward. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. You have to accept being downgraded to friend potentially to actually reach that farther level with this person. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Exactly. Their guides, their higher self is saying, you're not gonna lose here, they're gonna lose. They need to feel this grief. And even though you can feel it as well when you're, you know, there's distance between the two of you, if this person doesn't feel like you're ever gonna leave, they're never gonna change, and that's just it. So that's what we have here, you guys. Like I said, you can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private read. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel, and that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 3 with the blue stone. Let's get right into it. Okay, what does your person's higher self want you to know? What do they want to tell you? So we have leave your fears behind and make the effort, you guys. At the bottom of leave your fears behind, it says they're stopping this relationship from blossoming. So tapping into this energy, there's definitely some fear, some apprehension. I feel like both parties to some degree don't want to go all the way in. Make the effort. This love is worth taking risks, and you are called to move forward. So their higher self is telling you, continue to advance. It's going to make a positive impact on our person here. So let's see what else we got. Yeah, don't be afraid. I keep hearing like, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Ooh. Ooh. Also, see your value. Balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for the relationship to be sustainable. Open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a loving relationship. So this may be someone that you're in a no contact with. This may be someone who there's distance with. For some of you, I'm tapping in that there needs to be spiritual growth and evolution on both parts, between both people. And if this person is finally ready because they've, experienced a relationship, say you guys break up or you guys have some distance between the two of you, they date someone new for a month and a half, break up with that person, take 2 weeks to heal, 2 months later, this person is back in your life. If you're in exactly the same place that you were in, you haven't learned anything, new, you haven't met any friends, especially if that was something you were supposed to do. Like if you put all your eggs in one basket, this person was in charge of, your entertainment, in charge of your love, your romance, because you didn't have any other friends to lean on, anyone to talk to about the situation, and they're out of your life and you still haven't made any effort to make any new friends, you're not going to be in alignment with them, and the situation won't be able to move forward. And this is vice versa. Like if you keep swinging back around to the same person because you can't think about them, keep going if you don't see that they've made improvements. Like vice versa. If you grow and expand, after a breakup and you decide like we both need some time apart, but you come back and they're still in the same spot, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. But oh yeah. The effort is worth it. We have third party situation and have faith. I felt that hardcore, which is why I was using that example. Like, if they go in a relationship and third party situation, other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. I get an energy like this person is dating other people, you should too. Because their higher self is kind of saying, listen, this is what this guy is doing. That's what I heard, but it could be a girl as well. Someone's higher self is like pissed. Honestly, this feels like a perspective of a guide. But, they're saying, listen, this person is seeing other people as well. If they don't see that you're also seeing other people and that you're just going to wait around for them forever, they're not going to commit to you because they're not going to see you as a hot commodity. They're going to see you as the thing that's always ready. That chicken that you could always thaw out in the back of the freezer. Are you freezer burnt chicken? Is that what you're telling me? Have faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish, is what it says at the bottom of that one. So there's a lot of support here, I feel, on both parts. But, you have to tap into your inner baddie. I feel like you lost yourself at some point and you were giving this person too much, And it's just like simple human nature. Like if you give someone the absolute most, they're gonna take advantage of that. It's human nature. We all have a higher self and a shadow self. We can't do a reading tapping into the higher self and pretend like we don't have a shadow self just because we don't want to. The universe is literally yin and yang. It's dualistic. There's a light and there's a dark side. And that's just the fact of the matter. So if you lose your inner baddie and you don't have any boundaries, this person is not going to respect you or see you as anything of value. And that's just the truth. And from the guide's perspective, they're like, you know, this relationship could go very well. Or the higher self perspective, this relationship can go very well, but this person doesn't want to invest their energy into you. Six of Pentacles in reverse, because they do not see you as worth it. They do not see you as someone who has a lot of options. They see you as, like I said, the chicken in the back of the freezer that, you know, you always forget to thaw out. Like, I don't want to be bothered with that. That's always there. I want this, I want that. Like, that freezer's been in there for months and it's always going to be there until I throw it out. Don't wait to get thrown out, especially when you have an opportunity to be a delicious meal. Okay. Let me get off the chicken example. We got the Star in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Emperor here. They feel so powerful. They feel like they have all the power. They feel like they have all the value. You need to stunt on this person. And here's the thing. The yin and the yang, right? If you've ever seen the yin and yang symbol, there's like the black side with the white dot in it, right? The white side with the black dot in it. Even the higher self will tell you, if you don't make this person jealous, if you don't show them that you can lose them, you're not going to have them. And that's the thing. Like, that's the whole tea. Even the higher self is telling you, if you don't tap into a little bit of that darkness to get them together, they're gonna play in your face and treat you like you're gonna just let you freeze or burn. We have the Magician and the Two of Cups. This situation has a lot of potential, but Knight of Swords, you're bringing a knife to a gunfight. It's exactly that energy. Or sorry, this isn't even the Knight, this is the Page. The Page of Swords. You know, you're fighting this like you don't know what you're doing. You know, you gotta, sometimes you really do have to fight fire with fire, and I feel like that's just not in your character. And if that's not in your character, then this is not your person. Because if they don't respect you, or if they don't see you as a, you know, the baddie that you are, it's just human nature. Like, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person, you know? But this third party situation, there's someone out there that's fighting fire with this person. Now, once they actually get involved with that person, they may find that they're not compatible with that person. But this person has already got them hooked by then, and they're starting their own cycle. And we all know that cycles can take a long time, like months, years to get out of. So don't even let it get that far. Ace of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse is like an energy of, honestly, not wanting to hurt their feelings, an energy of not wanting to, you know, fight fire with fire. And I know this is kind of a weird message since we're tapping into the higher self, but this is the truth of the situation. Like I said, it's that yin and yang. You know, there is darkness in the light. Darkness in the light, no matter what. Even if you like make it biblical, like Lucifer was in heaven at some point. There was darkness in the light. You guys, it's up to you. We got the two of Cups. You know, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential. Soulmate connection, but you're gonna have to be a little bit uncomfortable for this to work. So that's what I have for you guys. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Like this video, please, I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you feel called to, and that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 4 with the redstone. Let's get right into it, okay? What does your person's higher self want to say to you or want you to know? So first of all, we have take a leap of faith, and then we have take your power back. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. At the bottom of take your power back, it says you are giving someone control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. Ooh. I feel like this is a little bit of an energy of, which is interesting because typically a leap of faith is like requiring some vulnerability. But this is giving me an energy where it's like, you know, you're gonna have to show this person that you mean business, holding your expectations, holding them accountable, holding up your expectations. I feel like you told this person what it is you expect, or you guys have had the conversation of what it is you're looking for, and you guys were communicating two different things. And so you're kind of like in this position because you like them and you see their value. You're in this position where you want to immediately kind of surrender to what it is that they want. But the universe is really kind of telling you to stand your ground. And I feel like, because I know we're tapping into their higher self knows that your person is capable of commitment now. But if you go for the okie doke and you accept a friends with benefits situation or something less than what it is that you want, something less than what it is you deserve, this situation can get really out of hand. We have forgive and release and pay attention to the red flags. So at this point, you may be feeling like this person is taking advantage of you because you did explain to them what it is that you were looking for. And I don't feel like they're really respecting that. So now you guys are feeling like kind of taken advantage of. But at the end of the day, you are choosing to be there and you do have feelings for this person. Yeah, I feel like this is a situation where you allowed your feelings to continue to develop without being sure that this is someone who would be worth it, someone who would reciprocate. So now you're kind of in this sticky situation and their higher self is like, well, hold on, this can still be fixed, but you're gonna have to be stern with them and show them like, okay, I tried, I gave what I could, but I really do want a commitment, or I really do want you to respect me, or I really do want you to stop talking like that, or whatever it is your gripe is with them, or whatever it is you want from the situation. You know, their higher self is saying our person is capable. They're capable of, you know, of being the person you want and need them to be, but you're gonna have to really hold your ground. Forgive and release. First of all, you're gonna have to let go of the past. If you don't let go of the past, the situation isn't gonna be able to grow because you're always gonna have that resentment and low vibrational feelings for this person. So do that first. You're stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. Exactly. Anger, low vibrational emotions, resentment is like trying to swim with a ball and chain on. It just won't, you will never float to the surface, you know. Pay attention to red flags. Know the warning signs of what an unhealthy connection looks like. So there's definitely some red flags that I feel like you guys, because you're wearing rose-colored glasses already, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. And really it's like, it is that bad. It's the situation could get a lot worse, you know, than this. And some of you guys aren't paying attention to those red flags. We have law of attraction and deepening. Law of attraction, you've been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours. Deepening, a relationship will finally deepen within the next few months. You have been waiting for this. So you guys, if you hold your ground with your person, they will surrender. They will give you what it is that you're looking for. But if you're in a place of fear, afraid that I feel like one of these cards were turned over. If you're in a vibration of fear, feeling that if you know, hold this person accountable, or if you stand your ground, oh, there was one flipped over, here it is. If you feel like you're gonna lose them because of that, you know, their shadow self is gonna win. They're gonna see that you're not a woman or a man of your word. A person of their word. The situation won't be able to move forward. and we're kind of at a standstill. We got the Magician in reverse that came out, and then we got the King of Wands. So this is someone who's being very stubborn, someone who feels like they know best, someone who's also used to being in control, but really they don't know what they're doing. They can't manifest a healthy connection without the accountability of their partner. And if, you know, you're their partner or the person who's trying to build a partnership with them, if you don't hold them accountable, you know, when they slip, the whole situation is going to go out of whack. I just used this example with group 3. Relationships, one of the benefits of being in a relationship is that when you want to do something, your partner can hold you accountable. So if you say, I want to go on a health kick, and they're like, okay, let's get the healthy food, let's do it. You guys start doing it one day, you're like, ooh, I'm about to go to get some fast food. Let me just get a quick little burger and fry. And your person can hold you accountable, like, no, honey, let's cook together. We got this. You know, they can help you. It's not just you. But if they say, well, I want to, you know, I don't want to give you a title, and you stick around, they're not going to give you a title, babe. You're not holding them accountable, you know? And it's just a situation, well, they may, but it may take a lot longer. You may have to endure a hell of a lot of disrespect and unnecessary BS. You know, whereas you could have just stood your ground. Wow, we got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So much potential. The only king that's missing is the King of Cups. King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. We got all the kings except that heart space king. All the chakras are activated. Your person knows who they are. They are a passionate person. They do go for what it is that they want, but they're not being held accountable to be their best selves, and that's the beauty of a relationship. You know, when you're in a relationship with your person and they're not feeling confident, you can gas them up. You look great. You look fine. I love you. Like, let me get some of that. Sorry. I'm in a weird mood today. But like, you know, you can help them. And this feels like two people working alone. That's how this feels. It doesn't feel like a partnership. And their higher self is like, our person has so much potential, but you're gonna have to be that person that puts them in their place, or they're going to play in your face. We have the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. There isn't very much that you're going to be able to get from the situation until you kind of, you know, set those boundaries, because the 8 of Swords is someone refusing to see, you know, what's actually wrong here, but hurting, being poor. 5 of Pentacles, no love, no resources, not benefiting from the situation in the least bit, because you choose to be bound when you can untie yourself, but you refuse to see it. You got those rose-colored glasses on, so when you see the red flags, it's really not that different from everything else you see. You got to take those off, you guys. We got the Hermit in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't feel like this person is putting in any work into the situation. Hermit in reverse, they're definitely probably talking to other people, if I'm being honest. But their higher self wants you to know, like, the situation can be saved and your person does have potential, but you kind of have to challenge them to see their highest potential. Like, you have to hold them accountable, or, you know, the situation won't be able to move forward. We have guilt and we have worry. At the bottom of guilt, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, waiting around is no longer assisting in your soul's growth or this relationship's growth. Worry, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah, worrying that the relationship will end if you stand up for yourself won't keep the relationship from ending because you didn't stand up for yourself. Like, both things have the same potential outcome, so you might as well do what's best for you. And then we have humor and envy. You know, envy, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. They're not better than you. If your person is talking to someone else, they're not better than you. You know, they may have learned this lesson already and they may not play that. You know, it may just be like energetically, they just, I don't know, they're different, but they're not better than you. This is just a tricky situation that you have all the tools to navigate. You just have to really commit. Put your foot down. Humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah. I mean, I've definitely had situations like that where I've looked unhinged. Like, you tried that. You tried to play in my face. Like, I've had arguments with past partners and literally laughed at how they really disrespected me in the argument, just because it's like comical to some degree. The universe is saying, listen, do whatever you got to do to get through it. Laugh at it. Let it roll off of you. Let it roll off of you. They tried that, but let it roll off. Have your little chuckle. Be unhinged for a moment, but still remain on target so that you can get what you want out of the situation, okay? So that's what their higher self wants you to know, wants to say to you. You can hit me up on Etsy if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Don't forget to like this video, please, you guys. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. And that was your pile. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.